I think a couple things. Chris, All-Star Atlanta, he wore the HBCU jacket, was extremely monumental, not at all intentional. I had no idea that the All-Star game was going to be sort of thematically about HBCU culture. I made this jacket. He had been celebrating HBCUs all season. I put this jacket together sort of illegally because I had all the patches made and thought, you know, this would be cool, him to celebrate all the schools all at one time. Told him to wear the All-Star at his house, watching the All-Star game, to then see that like they have the marching bands are singing Lift Every Voice and Sing. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the most magical moment.
Perfect.
And I am emotional, but I don't get emotional over clothes. But I definitely cried that moment because I was like, oh my God, like we out here. It's
100%.
us.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
We got marching bands at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
So that was really great. I think being a part of Sue Bird's last kind of trip around the sun in the league was really, I didn't even think I realized while it was happening how powerful that was. And just being a part of her story has been really cool. Dressing her for her jersey retirement ceremony was really cool and important for me. Working with her and Megan Rapinoe for their media company. I think dressing Brittany Griner for the Met Gala, like I think I am inspired.
We need them two on the pod.
Oh yeah, Sue and Megan.
We need to get Sue. Megan Rapinoe, we need her on here too.
And Meg.
She's elite.
They're cool. They're
so
cool as shit. I feel like I said this yesterday, but working with Sue kind of reignited my love for what I do. I think I realized with Chris, with our HBCU moment, like that it wasn't just about the clothes. Because I actually don't give a shit about clothes. Like, I think, it's cool. I mean, I do. But in the grand scheme of things, I think realizing that I could use style as a platform to talk about other things kind of helped me see what my work in a different way. But then working with Sue kind of reminded me how important the work is and the way that she and her team champion other women and really kind of to go back what we talked about before, having those open dialogues, communicating with each other, asking the questions kind of reignited my love for what I do, and to see other women sort of doing what they love in different ways and kind of putting their foot in different areas of the business was like, oh, okay, like this is where I'm supposed to be. And I love that because I feel like, I like to work on projects where it's not just about the clothes. So being a part of Brittany Griner's story, that was important for me. And to use fashion as a platform to do that, being a part of Sue's story, the same, Chris HBCU story, I think that's where I live. And I'm excited by those moments because it's bigger than just, my Amiri jeans.
Yeah, I agree. Because even when we did the HBCU project in the bubble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was...
The bubble was...
The
bubble
that was crazy.
Was crazy. But I feel like we made such an impact there. I mean, they made the All-Star game about HBCU.
Yeah.
I mean, they have HBCU days
now,
for the league.
Yeah.
I feel like we did that. And I feel like somebody needs to say we did that.
No, somebody. For people that don't know, so Chris wore, so me, Courtney, and Sag, Chris did this HBCU tour while he was in the bubble. Each game he wore a different school. So he customized his PEs, his CPs. I think that was the 12s. And then from the shoe, Courtney was style. So every game where he wore a different school.
He wore which I feel like the Howard look is probably the one that kind of was the most viral.
The varsity jacket.
But we worked with the school. Well, it would literally be me ordering from the student union, or we'd work with brands that are centered around HBCU culture, which most of them are Black-owned brands, in order to get clothes to him for the bubble.
Then one year, y'all did like he wore like all just black owned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how it started. So in Houston was actually the first time he and I probably sat down and said, like, okay, the tunnel is becoming a thing. Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna wear only suits? Are we gonna wear all black? Like, what's our thing? Mm-hmm. And so we said, listen, we've sort of always supported small business, but let's like do it really intentionally. Let's only wear black owned brands. So literally I don't want to say I had 82 looks up front because I didn't, but like I would say I had like maybe the first 20 looks, all black owned brands. And then I went to get him ready for the season. And my dad went to Texas Southern. And so I was like, while he was doing his pregame ritual, which is usually a nap, I was like, let me go up to campus to get my dad alumni sweatshirt. And so Candace and I go up on campus, whatever. And so I was like in the student union, like, no, Chris is going to wear this sweatshirt. We're in Houston. He's going to wear a Texas Southern sweatshirt. So literally the look that he was going to wear, we wrapped the jacket around his waist and he threw on the Texas Southern sweatshirt. And that's how like it all started.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
That's dope.